Hello, 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 Papis in the house.
Ooh,
What's
Papis,
up, guys? What's up?
how are you doing, man? Good? How are you guys doing? Yesterday, just wanted to share, I went out a bit for La Merce.
Hey,
So today,
hi.
it will be nice, boy. It will be a nice...
You're drunk. You're gonna sleep.
No, it was
Yeah.
beautiful one. But
Wow, man.
yeah.
I actually was planning on going out, but somehow the universe told my bank to do this like maintenance in the middle of the night, and I couldn't take money out in Aruba. Like literally, I wanted to just have cash on me, and this was just the push I had to just say, you know what, I'm gonna stay home and sleep as a baby, and I'm happy I did. So, Papi, I was a good Papi last night. Tom, were you a bad Papi?
I was a bad puppy, bro.
Yeah,
No, I
I
was a
heard.
good boy, bro. Good puppy.
How about Floyd? How
Sometimes
about
you have to
Floyd?
be bad, you know.
Sometimes
I was a
yeah.
good puppy. I was partying 2 days ago, and then yesterday I went for a hike, like along Costa Brava, and then I didn't sleep much, so I slept this night for sure. Was resting like a baby too.
Wow, I
Yeah.
love it.
No, sometimes it's good, but to just relax, bro, to celebrate. Also,
Yeah.
for me, yesterday was a big day because I did the book club. Also, I recorded new videos for the ads, for the
Oh, wow.
e-commerce. So it's like celebrating. It's good, but I think it's really important to
Yeah.
celebrate.
Yeah.
Man.
I actually, it's funny because in the past, like I used to be like anti-party, you know, and now like I'm 34 and I'm just getting into the festival lifestyle and partying, you know. And it's not like I go out every day, but you know, like once a week or once every 2 weeks. It's amazing, you know, just to let yourself go. And
Yeah.
also it's same with alcohol, right? I was always like, oh, alcohol is bad, and now I'm like, you know, like a mojito here and there, and you know, a margarita left and right, but it's not too much, right? Not too much.
I wonder what
Balance.
changed, Flo. I wonder what changed, no? I wonder
Yeah, I
yeah.
think I just let
Who
myself
came in
go
the
because
picture and changed up spiced up things.
no, the thing
So
is,
guys,
there's a balance, right? You have to have a
Yeah.
balance.
I feel I need to share because it's insane. As you know what comes up for me hearing you speak is that I have been suppressing the party monster that lives inside of me. I'm from the Caribbean, baby. I love partying. I love chilling. But for the last few months and years, I've always been telling Tom, don't go out party. You're wasting your life. I really like, oh, just let's read books. Let's be business
Monk mode.
Yeah, monk mode.
focused. Yeah, monk
Yes.
mode. But what happens is that you have to take care of yourself. This person that wants to dance, express, especially the sexual part of you wants to go out and meet people as well if you're not in a relationship. So suppressing that is not taking care of your full self, and it's really like it's stressing. And I feel that I literally have been feeling for the past weeks, it's good to be vulnerable as well, that I have like been so serious about saving the world and saving Aruba, but I have not been really focusing on saving myself, or at least enjoying myself as I could in Aruba. You know, there's a lot of party here, but I've been avoiding it. And I don't know, it's what is the how do you find the right balance of being a good papi? I don't even want to say a good boy, because this is why we're here, because we're not a good boy anytime. We're either a good papi or a bad papi. But how do you manage that, guys? Being, a public figure, talking about positive stuff, but I also want to just having a drink with friends.
But yeah, guys, I think it's a beautiful topic because I think it touched a lot of people and also us. This kind of topic of how to manage life, or like to balance our life with work and personal life and social life and having fun. But I think, so I've read a book, and I know I like to use books as an
Amazing.
example, or as
Use
a
it. Yeah, that's the
as
best.
a as a tool. It's called The One Thing. The One
Oh,
Thing.
I read it too.
Yeah, and it's like how to
Wow.
focus, and it explains that our brain works better when you focus on only one thing or one specific task, or one specific things also during your day or during even your week or your months.
Yep.
So I will say that one of the best way to kind of balance this is, like, let's say you have a big project now. Let's say for now, I'm relaunching the new ads, the new videos for the shop, and also a bit the funnel. I'm like changing a bit the website, etc. This maybe is my main block, my one thing. I focus, and once it's done, then I can do another one thing that could be related to the business, or it can be also just having fun and having a party. But it means that, it's like, it's not doing the same. So the key is not to do everything at the same time, because this is not balanced.
Yeah.
We think that if I put, let's say, 50%, like 10% here, 10% here, 10% in every areas, then you're not getting a result in any areas. But if you put 100% of your focus in one area, then you achieve something nice. And then once you have done, then you can go and switch to the next part of like next thing, and then you achieve something else there.
Yeah,
that's what a bit explained in the book. And I think this is helpful a lot.
yeah,
It's like the monk mode. Also, it's like really related to what Iman Gadzi said. You know, like the monk mode, to like be focused for some days, and then having like 4 days or 5 days of just relaxing.
Yeah, this is what I also noticed now, and I made a huge decision at least this week, and it was that I will stop filming for others. I will stop searching for new clients. If I have friends or some people I need videos, I will make videos, but I don't want to split my attention, because I feel like I'm doing so many things now that it just doesn't make sense to focus on so many things, because all these things I'm progressing, but it's not that there is not one thing that I'm really focusing on. And actually, I had a talk with one of my friends yesterday. We're talking about open relationships, right? And I'm not saying, no judging, no right or wrong. I think there are people who actually like or can actually work with an open relationship. But for me, I know, like, splitting my attention, and it doesn't matter if it's just relationships or business, whatever. I don't think it's so I cannot give 100% to one thing. Therefore, I'm giving then, I don't know, 50-50, whatever, to two things, and it's not gonna benefit me the way I want to progress. So this is just one thought when it comes to like open relationships, but also business, because I'm dealing with this the same. I'm building my coaching, my mentoring, and at the same time I'm like doing this men's circle, and at the same time I'm doing the filming, and I just can't. There is no way I can do so many things on the level I wanted to.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro. But
Oh,
also, it's what
beautiful
Nevin you
topic, man.
shared once. Nevin also you shared this once in one of the episodes, to say that our days like divided in blocks, in different like hour block or something. And I think also this can help to get more balanced, because let's say you can say in the morning during 4 hours I do only I work on my business. And then even if you didn't finish what you've done, let's say you're working on something you didn't finish, it's okay. At the end of the 4 hours, you go and do the other block that you said. Let's say it's going to the gym, like you go to the other, or I don't know, let's say it's meeting a friend.
Yeah.
So then it's okay even if you didn't finish, because sometimes we do things until we'll finish them, but maybe it's just a matter of hours. You do things for 4 hours, 5 hours. Let's say you need 5 hours, and then you go to the next thing. And it's okay if you don't finish, but the next day you'll do it again, and then you will finish,
it's actually, it touches on a deep topic of productivity in general. I feel I want to just like, there's so many things that came up for me. First, I will tackle what Flo said. I want to share, guys. Yesterday I had a moment. I was coming home, and it was like a Friday evening in Aruba, and I was like, man, I really wish I could just hang out with a beautiful girl now near the beach and chill and look at the sunset and just have a deep talk and relax and kiss. And I wanted that authentically. I really desired that. But then I sat by myself. I bought a beer, and I was I was enjoying the sunset by myself, looking out into the sun rays coming into my eye. I said to myself then and there, you know what, Nevin, I do not desire necessarily to have multiple girls or an open relationship. Really, what I desire for my personality is some stability. I would want somebody that actually wants to spend time with me, that I don't have to constantly chase. Somebody that says, hey, what are you up to? Once in a while, that wants to, like build some quality time. And it's interesting because sometimes as well, the video clips show you a yacht with 50 girls, a booty shaking, and kind of brainwashes you into believing that that is true happiness, or that is what it means is. And I am not saying that now. I'm not at a point that I would love to have multiple relationships at the same time. Good. It's good. But what I truly desire, or what I need for my mental health, let's put it like that. For my mental health, is I want a deep, stable relationship with somebody that I can communicate clearly with. Like, I reached the point, guys, in my life and business, that if somebody is trying to send me smoke signals, I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of my life, because I need somebody that can educate me on their emotions, somebody that can say, hey, this is what I want. Oh, you know what? You did this. I don't like it. Don't just walk around with an angry face around me. I need communication. And it's the same for my business. So I want to touch on 2 books. The first one is Think Fast, Think Slow. And this explains how your brain consists of two parts. Is the think fast, the part that is always like a machine working, but you also have your creative side. No, it's like the left and the right side of the brain. And the right creative side, it wants to relax. And it's where actually everything comes together. So when you're in the fast mode, you're working on your project, your new website, you're like, brah, 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 and reaches a point where your productivity starts to drop, that you have to get the fuck out of your work. It drops. And at this moment, you can switch on your creative, your slow thinking side of the brain, go for a nice walk. And as you're walking, suddenly the idea makes sense. And then suddenly you remember you have to call your wife. And then suddenly, and then all the ideas kind of organize themselves when you're in the slow thinking mode. There's also another book called Hyper Focus, also dives into this. And I believe mastering being an entrepreneur is also not just working all the time, but knowing how to enjoy and how to celebrate. And I love it, Tom, that you shared this. So I'm starting to embrace this and realize the importance of this in my life, in my productivity, in my happiness. Imagine if you're not happy, how are you going to provide your clients with good work if you feel like shit, if you're not satisfied, right? So it really starts with you as the business owner, as the lover, as anything you aspire to be, as the papi. It starts with you taking care of yourself, and this is keeping balance, the yin and the yang. It's like the goody boy, the good papi, the bad papi. Yeah, the bad papi also wants to enjoy. So that's kind of it from my side, guys.
Very beautiful. Well, yeah, man, it's all about the balance, but also it's about timing, because it's about everything is timing. It's like, let's say now, let's say your main focus is your business, because it's your main focus is now. It's like, I don't know why, maybe you need to make some money or whatever. Let's say this is your main focus. But then once you get better and then you attract, let's say you're more stable with money, then it's not maybe not your priority anymore, or because maybe you have other desires. Maybe now you want to have some fun and meet some girls, or you want to enjoy with your friends that you didn't see for a long time because you are working on your business, or you want to meet your family, etc. And I think it's only about timing. It's only about timing, because it's not, even though, no, the time doesn't exist. It's about the present. And it's what do you need in the moment? What do you need in the moment?
Yeah.
And sometimes in the moment now we need to be focused on our business. We feel, I don't know, guys, but also we maybe understand each other because we all have our projects and we understand this. But I don't know if the people listening can relate. But sometimes we have this feeling that, yes, or let's say I give a very simple example so everyone can understand. I think it's easier.
Yeah.
It's like after you go for a very big breakup, with a girl or with a boy, after you say, okay, now I'm focusing on my business, or I'm focusing on my career, no? Like most people do this. Why? Because your love life is like, for now, it's like not so important because you went through so much pain. You're not ready yet for a new relationship. But then you focus on your career, etc. And then at a moment you heal, and you heal like your love life, and then you're ready again for a new relationship. And it's not that you didn't want to have a relationship, it's just that the timing is not right.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so true.
Makes a lot of sense.
Nevin, you touched on this before, and also I think in one of the podcasts we talked about desires, right? And I think it's also really interesting because, what you said, being present is one of the keys to life. I think it's the biggest key to life, that being present. And then what do you need or what do you desire in the present? And, maybe you are making millions and trillions and your business is flourishing and everything is amazing, but maybe you just desire to take vacation and just reload your batteries, just recharge and relax. And that's, like what you said before, Nevin, it's like, how do you want to build a business or help other people if you can't even, or you're not even able to help yourself, because you are saying no to your desires. You're saying no to what actually charges you up, your energy, your batteries. So I think that's one of the main things we should focus on always. In the present, like what is my desire? What, maybe I want to build a business, of course, but am I able? Am I ready to build a business? Do I have the energy? The mental.
I even want to use like a spin on these words, no? To help yourself. How can you help someone if you can't even help yourself? But imagine you went to a dinner, right? You went to a fancy dinner in London, and then they have all this food on the table. And when you all come in, they would say, hey, help yourself. Help yourself to some gravy. Help yourself to a nice potato. Help yourself to some roast. But hey, how about you also help yourself to some sex? How would you help yourself to some relaxation? Help yourself to some meditation in the mountains. Help yourself to some dancing, to some flirting around. Help yourself. And help yourself doesn't always mean that you're drowning and you need to help yourself. No, help yourself to the good things in life. And that's, I think, is also important where
I think
where you have a big heart and you want to help everybody. And then it also just sometimes we forget to help ourselves to the beautiful things in life that are also just on the table around us, getting offered to us. But we're like, oh, no, thank you. We don't want to receive. Remember, Tom, we went to this thing we don't want to receive. I think it's very important to help yourself in all areas of life.
yeah, it's very important man to receive.
That's how
But
it
guys,
starts.
I just realized something so deep. Even me, I'm blown away by what I understood. But it's like to be able to be more balanced in your life. Also, I love, guys, I love systems. I'm maybe the automation guy. I love like creating systems and stuff. And I think by creating systems or habits, because habit is a system that humans have, it helps a lot to get more, to be more free in your life. So let's say you create a business, you create your website. Let's say you put a lot of effort at the beginning, but then after it becomes automated. It's never fully automated, of course, but it's kind of more automated. So then you have to spend maybe less time that you were putting at the first phase. Maybe you have to put other time in other areas, maybe, okay. But what I mean is like you can always leverage your time. But now I just realized also that this also happens for everyone as an employee also. Why do we create it Sunday? Why did we create like Sunday? Normally it's a day where people don't work in the whole world. I mean, in the Christian world. Why is that there is this system, this habits, like this tradition, because it's like tradition that people work during 4 or 5 days, and then they have the weekend. Like it's like a format that we have. It's like a matrix also, but why is it here? Is because maybe it helps to get more balance in your life. Maybe it does help. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe your Friday or your Sunday can be a Wednesday when you have a business. But I mean, we kind of need this system, no? That's why we have created the weekends and the other days of the week.
Yeah, even if you look at just our working hours as well, is a whole nother system, not an 8-hour work week. And this crazy thing is like the system is kind of a global system and exists, but some people are so stuck in it in a way that they can really pass their whole life, 80 years, like just waking up, robot, go to work, stuck. Oh, it's finally the weekend. Hey, they party the weekend away. And it's like, it's just a repeating cycle.
Yeah, but look, because Nevin, as we said, it's challenging to find our own balance. No, like for us, or for individually. So maybe they have the people in charge in the world, or I don't know, like in the past, we have created
Anunnaki, you mean, bro? The Anunnaki.
They have created this system of the weekends and the week because it's easier for people because you assist them. It's like it's easier. Otherwise everyone will take their weekends during whatever, like
they will burn out. Otherwise,
and then maybe also the world will not function perfectly because now we know that Sunday people don't work, let's say in this area or in this city, and so then they work only during this day, and it makes the world function better. Otherwise, it will be chaos in a way, because if let's say my Sunday it's on Wednesday, your Sunday it's on Thursday, how do we function? Well, it's like I mean, in business, also in collaboration between humans, it's complicated.
So we made an agreement that everybody chills on Sunday.
Yeah, because let's say I have let's say Nevin, I have a call with you. I'm working and I'm sending you my calendar, and I don't know, like I'm working I don't know. It's like we have different calendars. Like we don't have the same days. I don't know we don't have the same calendar day. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, if we don't have, then we cannot work together because or it will be more complex to work together and to find agreements on timing and stuff.
So I have like a crazy idea or concept. I said, so imagine we plan our day same as we can look at the days of the week. So let's say, 7 days of the week, let's say you have 7 hours you want to work, but then you also plan 5 that are really deep work, deep sales activities. But then the other 2, you plan more on learning, or you watch some a YouTube video to learn something new in your business, or you plan time to read, because it's also work, but it's more relaxed work. So I really love that, man. To use these structures that are ancient. Bro, when did it even start? We should do some research on this. Like, was it like in 1280 when they started industrial revolution, right? I think it was like in France somewhere, and the guy said, hey, we need these people to be work. And then they started to die and they didn't have like rest. And he said, oh my God, maybe we should give them a weekend. And then they put in these 2-3 days, and then people started to enjoy it, drink all their money away in the weekends, and then want to work even more in the week. So it's very interesting how it's a worldwide hypnosis that we're all in, since we're talking about hypnosis.
But you know, I
it
love
is,
this
bro.
because
it is,
we
bro.
all, us three, we also came out of the system, and you know, it's called the rat race, no, the rat race, or the 9 to 5. But you know, I've always been the one bashing and saying she's shit. I don't want to live like this. I'm not a rat. But maybe it is. Now I just realized, bro, that maybe it is very important.
It's essential.
Yeah,
it is essential, bro. Yeah.
I was actually listening to one of my mentors, and he mentioned this, how a lot of people, you know, start their own businesses. And then he was also mentioning this, how, you know, people start traveling and working online and building their businesses. And you see, for example, Bali is like a hotspot, right? Yes, you see so many people working from there. But what they do is they had their little laptops and they work like 20 hours a day and they're fucking stressed. And he was talking about this, how, you know, it sounds amazing to escape the rat race. It sounds amazing to have your own business, but it comes also with a lot of other responsibilities and way more stress than you work.
Dude, so much.
If you work for someone
it's
else,
a lot,
right?
bro.
And then he was like, are you really free? Because they wanted to have their own business, so they become free and then they can travel, but they are not free because they are just super stressed. And I think it's, you know, there are people who are better off working for someone else. And, you know, now we are talking about like the rat race and escaping it, but, you know, some people just they maybe they don't want, or they were not meant to escape the rat race, you know. And that's why the world is whole, because we are all so different.
Yeah, but maybe at the end we should not escape it, because maybe it helps us also to be more productive and to have a more balanced life. Even though maybe you could choose where you work from and your money is not related to your time, so this is different. I mean, you're not like a slave. I don't know, it's a big word, but it's like you're not trading your time for money. So this is a good part. But I think the essential part is to have a structure in your week and in your days. And this, I think the rat race or like the system is good at this, because it's then, you know, in Barcelona that on Sunday it's closed, the boutiques, the stuff are closed, and you know that you can do something else. Because imagine if it was, imagine El Corte Inglés, they decide that their Sunday it's on Tuesday. So then they don't, I don't know, it's complicated. I don't know. I mean, if each
and
shop,
then all the
if each shop have
all
their
the
own
logistics,
stuff, it's so complicated.
everything would be
but also there are
because
a lot
the
of
world is
sorry.
Yeah.
No, there are a lot of restaurants
like,
who are open, you know, on the weekend, but then they have maybe Monday holiday.
Yes, a Monday.
Or they you know, they don't open. And it's happened so many times, like, let's go here on Monday and it's closed. It's like, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's also, if you look at it, it's like the whole world is like a giant clock in all sense of it. There's like millions of these tiny little like wheels, and they're all turning perfectly like in cooperation. And at the beginning of your awakening, or when you want to become a business owner, like, fuck the system, I'm gonna get out of the system. But then you realize you're also one of these wheels in the clock, and you can upgrade your wheel and to be a bigger wheel that pulls more of the world and spins, and you make more money, you make more impact. But at the end of the day, you have to be plugged into this clock. You have to work with it. So if I want to hire some employees in a bit, what I'm going to tell them, just work whenever you want to? No, I'm going to put them in the system that already exists and do the payroll and pay their taxes. And I have to play. If I want to work, if I want to have an impact, if I want to be a papi, I gotta play the game. I cannot just live in the mountains, smoke weed, and talk to spirit guides and just live by myself. I need to play the game. The game exists. The politics is very real. The politicians in your country, they're very real. The police people, they're very real. Everything is very real. So you can also live in this like fluffy world where it's like, oh, fuck the system and all of that. But you know, it's a gorgeous system. It's a gorgeous clock, intricate, like with all these mini millions moving things, and it's perfect. And you can come and optimize it with your presence. You can come and make it more effective and help this clock, this machine to work. So it's really beautiful, guys. It's really
I would like to say last words before we maybe switch.
Yeah.
But I think there are three types of people. The ones that, as you say, that they fuck the system, like they want to go out of the system and they criticize the system. Then there is the ones that are part of the system and maybe they don't know that they're in part of the system or they're okay with it. And then there are the ones that they understand that the system is maybe not for them, but they, as you say, Nevin, they take it as an advantage or they use the system in their advantage.
Yeah.
And I think this, we are the third part of people. And I think most
This is
people should
like
be in this.
the
in this
Matrix movie, bro. We are
Yeah.
fucking Neo in the house, bro. Jumping each time into the system, doing our work, and then popping back out. Ooh, and knowing, bro, the Matrix is the best movie in the world, bro.
The Matrix is real.
The Matrix is real, bro. The system, bro. No, but I think, man, what we said is really interesting because there are a lot of people that, yes, they fuck the system and they live like anarchists, no? You know, this kind of like the anarchist. And I never try to judge, bro. I'm not someone that I don't like to judge. Nevin, you had a new beard. you grew your beard.
In 2 seconds.
You became anarchist, bro. That's why you.
Oh, wow, bro. You should shave.
Sorry, guys. I discovered some new shit there in my Zoom.
Distractions.
But yeah, man, I
Alright,
think it's
okay.
interesting, bro. This view and yeah. But I think it's you have to be in acceptance. So accept the thing as they are. Let's say now it's raining. You plan to go for a run. It's raining. Do you go? You can still go, of course. You can still go have your run. And otherwise, you can say, okay, maybe I'll wait. It's not today, and that's okay. I'm accepted.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same with the system. Like the system is like this. I have to work. Okay, I accept it. Or I go completely out of the system, but at least don't complain. You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
think it's
know,
more about
yeah.
the three like different types of people what you mentioned before, and then choosing like who are you, you know, like where do you see yourself in the system, or what's your take?
I think what is a powerful thing is this book is Atomic Habits, because now I go so deep thinking about what a habit really is. And a habit is not only a personal system that you implement in your life, but a habit is some type of new structure you create on earth that potentially can affect the entire system. So let's say if I have a habit of making one video on TikTok that inspires people, I can, through this habit, change a lot of people's lives. Like as a short example, but it's kind of like coming back to the importance of creating habits. And in the book, they explain that a habit has like these phases. There's a cue, there's like a reaction that you need to do. The action you take on it, you have a reward, and then you repeat the cycle. No, there's like a cycle in it. But what is one thing that really stuck with me out of this book? It's the moment that you speak out what you're going to do. So as an example, I say, hey, next week, Sunday, at 1 p.m., I'm going to meet with Tom and Flo, and we're going to record the Papi podcast for 2 hours with high energy. Yeah. So because I see this, I see it and I program my brain. And now because I said it, it's like, I gotta do it. Shit. And I think it's the same for also taking care of yourself. So it's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to work hard this weekend, but Saturday night, as soon as 7 p.m. hits, I'm going to go to the salsa club. I'm going to wear my sexy Papi shirt and I'm going to dance with every single girl in this club. Boom. You're also setting up these habits or these promises to yourself to empower you and to work with the system. So I love this book, Atomic Habits. It's really powerful as well to really create not only like good Papi habits, but also bad Papi habits to keep you happy, to keep you fulfilled as a man, in our case.
No, but also, as you say in the book, it talks a lot about identity. Also, it says that the habit comes from the identity of who you think you are. So, just a quick example.
Exactly.
People, let's say, as you said, like for the gym, let's say, if you believe that you're not a good sporty person or you're not sporty, you will never be able to go or to stick to it. But if you believe that you are a gym rat, then you will go. I'm joking, but you'll go for sure.
So, how is the gym going for you, Tom? So far?
Yeah, well,
remember you started around 2 months ago, I think. Can you give us an update on your gym and what identity you're currently holding on to?
Yeah, I'm working on my identity. Well, to be really transparent, I didn't go a lot. It was summer, etc. I don't have excuses. I have to accept that I didn't go well, and I didn't keep my promise to myself.
So
But this
because
is
I'm a
something I'm working on. Yeah.
so because I'm a gym rat, what's your motivation behind this
Interesting.
commitment? Like, why do you want to
Mm.
go to the gym?
Yeah, not to take care
Yeah.
of my health, bro. To also move my body to have more energy. No, but guys, it's not an interview of me. I know that you want to do this, but I understand what you guys mean. But yeah, it's about
You know what it
identity.
is, Tom? I think in your vulnerability, a lot of people will be able to find their answers and their connections.
Yeah, you're
The
right, bro.
same. I also have a
I'm
lot of
always honest,
commitments
bro.
that I make and I
Yeah.
didn't keep. But I think what Flo is asking is very deep as well, because if it's just to look sexy, but you already feel sexy, you don't really have the motivation. No? But maybe it's really to just gain discipline, to be a commitment to yourself more than to other people. No?
Yeah. So what I was trying to ask, because like I said, I started training years and years and years ago, and I never stopped. And so you said before creating an identity, and I think creating an identity is crucial. But before you do that, you base this identity on your values, right? So value in this sense is health. You know, you value your health, therefore you will create this persona, this healthy persona who goes to the gym or does sports, whatever. And then yeah, just so because you said you didn't go too many times, what happened there? So what values did you follow other
At the
than
beginning? Ah, no, you mean that I didn't? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
business, because you're working a lot? So
yeah, I was focused more on my projects, and maybe I neglected more my the health to focus more on other parts of my life. And but as we said, it's always about it has to be in balance, no?
Yeah.
So that's why also it's also about your wheel of life, or your or Nevin call it the vibometer. It's like you have your vibometer, and maybe mine. I needed to focus on my relationships, and I needed to focus also on my on the job, etc.
Yeah.
And but no, I feel also the health part is important. Yeah, yeah.
Because I want to share something, Tom, that you might be unaware of, but also you're not in control of, and it's our subconscious programming and our mind, right? So I also have a lot of times that I would commit to something, but then there would be a voice that would come with 1,000,001 reasons, and I would not even have to call them an excuse. We all know they're an excuse, but they're so good that you can call them a reason. And like, oh, but today is a cold day, and maybe if you stay at home and work on your business, you can double the amount of sales. And the gym, man, you're gonna go there, it's only gonna be guys, it's gonna be warm, it's gonna be stinky, it's gonna be blah blah blah. And it's interesting because we have the survival mechanism as well that is always telling us, like even yesterday I told myself, Nevin, you're gonna go dance salsa, you're gonna meet some nice girls here in Aruba, the talking guys, and the bank, I couldn't take out money, and then I said it's far, and then I gave myself millions of excuses, and I talked myself out of it, and I stayed home. And if today I complain that I didn't meet some cute girls, it's my fault because I gave in to that, and it's good to take responsibility. So Tom, I also respect you, life, taking responsibility and being honest. Tom could have also said, I go to the gym every day, but he chose to be honest, and I think this is essential for growing. So thank you, Papi.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I think it's always a work in progress. Also, everything it's always a work in progress. And it's always, as I said in the last episode, it's always about challenges. So also to reflect on this, on the challenges and on the identity.
Definitely, yeah.
But I think Flo, yeah, it was a good one. What he said is like to really uncover the real desire behind. Because you're right, if it's only about like feeling sexy, etc. I know I feel sexy, so it's not about this. It's like if I go to the gym to do this, it will not be powerful enough. Like my why will not be powerful enough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know what? As we were talking about the gym, I just felt pumped up and everything. And I want to just share something, guys. I think what the gym is for a man as well, especially for women and then for someone, is that we as human beings, I think that we have so much energy inside of us, right? We have like literally now, I could just flip my laptop and do a 1 kilometer sprint barefoot nonstop if I just set my mind to it. I am endless power, energy, execution. I could, with 2-3 people, I could flip over a car. I'm a huge, strong, powerful being. But in 2020, we're sitting like this all day, working. We became these passive dwellers that just sit all day on our phones. We're not moving around anymore. And that's why I think this like gym and exercise is just you reclaiming the power you have inside of you or using it effectively. Because what happens is you don't use it through exercise and it manifests itself as like feeling very horny or feeling stressed or feeling like all these other emotions come up, while it's actually just your body is like, dude, I have all this energy, use it. Like, move me. I want to move. I want to shake. Sometimes you just feel like your body when you dance, like, yeah, I needed this, you know? And I really think it's a lot about well-being, and it's very spiritual because our body is the vehicle that carries our soul, and the happier or the more connected when the soul wants to move and you let it move in the body, they intertwine and they become better partners. So now when your soul says, okay, I need to finish this business plan, the body follows. What happens is that each time you make a promise to your soul, you say, I'm going to go to the gym, and you don't go, it disconnects from your body. And next time you say to your body, hey, you got to work for 1 hour and focus, hey, the body's going to want to poop and pee and look at Tinder and all of that. So we have to also realize that we are part soul guiding us, like deeper intentions, higher connection, but also we are the earth level thinking that wants to fuck and do all these like earthly things. And I just believe that the gym is building discipline, telling the body, you're going to do 20 push-ups and you're going to shut up. Even if you're going to cry like a baby, you're going to do these 20 push-ups. Because when I need you to talk to 20 people to save their lives, you're going to also be able to do it without any excuses. And I really believe it's about attitude and being a papi. It's very essential. I'm not going to the gym personally. I'm running, I'm swimming. I feel very healthy. I always try to just do 1 hour of movement, even if it's a dance, even if it's a booty shake, doesn't matter. But you have to express it, because otherwise you're just not living up to your full potential. It's kind of how I feel and see exercise in this, guys.
Yeah, it's not just exercise. We talked about this before when you froze, but it's like you said, it's moving energy, right? And it doesn't matter if it's the gym, if it's dancing, if it's swimming or running, whatever, you know.
Whatever it might be.
Yeah, whatever, choose your weapon, right? But for example, for me, dancing, you know, I never thought about dancing or just moving like energy. Yes, it's energy. And my whole life, pretty much, I never danced. I never even learned how to dance. And now, recently, this year, I started like dancing, going to festivals, and you know, listening to music in a different way, like feeling the energy, like closing my eyes and genuinely feeling into the vibration, right? And I think it's beautiful the way you can move energy, like you can literally move energy. And like I said, it doesn't really matter what it is, but like you said, we are humans, like we are earth, and we are energy, we are matter and energy, and there are so many ways, you know, you can express yourself. And also I think when you do these things that you really enjoy, really love, fills you up with energy, right? Then that's how you fill up your cup, right? So we started with this the beginning. And I think it's beautiful to just, because when you ask most people, and it happened to me so many times, I asked them, hey, what's something you love doing? Like, there's nothing. Like, most people don't even know what fills their cup.
Yeah,
because their cup is empty. and they don't even know.
Oh, I like it, bro. I like this topic, man. I think it's very important. And even when you were saying about energy, just imagine now we are 3 Papis. We're in the club, and there's like all these beautiful girls there. And suddenly we start doing this dance. Not just we start doing this dance like this. We start just doing this. By doing this movement, look, it's just I'm moving my body in a specific movement, but I'm pulling energy. I'm pulling an invisible string, invisible rope. But the person perceiving this will like they will feel pulled. Of course, if there's a good vibe, and especially if they're friends, don't try this with strangers and expect magic. But the person will feel the urge to walk towards you without you saying a word, just by gesture and energy. And that is why I like also being in the gym, of course, having a powerful presence. When you show the girls the guns, it's like it shows this guy, he's a strong person, not only spiritually, but also physically. And this was why I think as well, exercise and all of that, just taking care of yourself as a papi, doing some man stuff, like rubbing yourself with some mud and just being a bit dirty sometimes. I think it's very good. It's very important, really, guys, to you know, to just be a man, but also be a woman, you know. So
Yeah, no, it's self-expression. I
yeah,
think whatever you do,
yeah.
whatever the way you carry yourself, the way you dance, the way you, oh, I don't know what kind of clothes you wear, tattoos, you know, or earrings, piercings, whatever you want, you know, it's self-expression. And I think that's life pretty much. Like how you can choose how do you want to live life. What side of you do you want to show, right? Do you want to become a business person? Do you want to become a 9 to 5 worker, or a rat, whatever? You know, I'm not judging, but it's your choice. And being aware and conscious about it, you know, I think it's a really interesting topic.
Yeah, very deep. Man,
Beautiful.
guys, I just got froze because you froze my mind with what you when you called me out. So I was frozen for some time. I was reflecting, and thank you so much for, like, you know, like, this is what is a Papi, you know, like, I'm very grateful, guys, for your friendship and for your help, and for your you know, like, for your honesty, you know, like your directness. And this is
And you
very
know, it's only love, Tom, because as we speak to you, we're speaking to ourselves as well, bro, repeating all these words. And I think, guys, it's essential to have this brotherhood. Why I say this as well, it's like I have it's very personal what I share, but I have a very challenging relationship with my father. It's not because he's a bad person, it's because he's too much of a good person. And he doesn't keep his word. He always tries to promise everybody he's gonna help them, and doesn't never charges anybody for anything. And he's such a good guy that he is not able to give me like advice as a man. I would not take his advice. Like if I told him, Dad, I have this business deal and you know there's some risk involved, he would say, don't do it, don't do risk, go back, hide. He would tell me this, and he would not guide me towards where I know I'm going. So it's challenging because my dad, I want to see him as my father figure. But this is why I surround myself with other figures, powerful men as well, that are leaders that can also give me this feedback. So that's why, Tom, I believe why I love this Papi's podcast, bro. Even though it's a podcast and it's going live, dude, I'm having a conversation with my best friends.
Yeah.
And you guys are keeping me sane. You're keeping me at a high level of conversation, a high level of thinking. I don't know how the people listening are feeling, but each time I do one of these episodes, dude, I feel amazing, man. I feel recharged. I feel blessed to have you guys in my life, man. So, Tom, all from love, bro, and all from love, bro.
Thank you, Will.
Thank
it's
you.
really important.
No, it's because you mentioned this, you know, how we kind of called you out, and I think real friends will always call you out. Whenever you are bullshitting yourself or doing something, they will call you out. That's how you know they are real friends, you know. And yeah, committing. I remember this because, you know, we were trying to set up a date for recording this episode, and every week I don't know, sometimes when it's like, so it's my mind of course, but when it's like late, you know, and it's like we have to record because in 2 days there's gonna be a release, I'm gonna be like, I'm getting stressed, right? And I'm like, oh, we need to do this, and what if we don't? And we committed, you know, committed to each other, and we have to. There is no way we are not. And I was actually listening to YouTube video. Alex Harmozy was talking about this, how he made this commitment to himself to record 2 episodes of his podcast every week, and he was like, no matter fucking what, I am going to record 2 episodes and I'm gonna release it, even if it's shit, I'm gonna do it. And yeah, you know, it's making this commitment to yourself and keeping it, you know. It's I think it's beautiful, and that's what really gives you this energy, this power, faith in yourself and in the things you do, right?
You know, Flo, I love it because it's a small, like even earlier before we started recording, I said to myself yesterday, I'm going to share it again, guys. I made a commitment because I feel like I've been wanting to meet new women in my life. I went through this breakup that Flo shared about, was really happy, and I had my period of not wanting this. But now I feel like now it's time that I desire this again, you know? So I committed to myself. It's going to be very interesting. But I committed that every single beautiful girl I see walking on the street alone, of course, not like in a partner, I will walk up to her, introduce myself, and just say, hey, you know, I noticed you. I really like your energy. And just to try and to build a connection. This is a very scary commitment. It just really means like I'm going to have to be very uncomfortable. But by me keeping this commitment, maybe the first 10 times I walk to somebody is going to be very uncomfortable. But maybe the 20th time, the 100th time, it's going to be like a walk in the park. And what is this going to do with my sales, with my business skills, with my networking skills, with, you know what I mean? So it's also a commitment to excellence, a commitment to being a papi, a commitment to being responsible, to jumping on this call, but just also a commitment to taking care of yourself. And I think this is the commitment I would love every single person here listening to make today. Commit to read a page a day. Commit to message your friends and tell them, you know, you're grateful for them. Commit to taking some self-care, to buying some lotion for your face, some scrub, some salt bath, some special magic, and commit to taking care of the person that matters the most, you, the most important person on earth. Commit to that.
Beautiful one.
Yeah, I actually have a really good friend, and we were hiking yesterday, and we're talking about this because he's into the day game, right? Like what you were mentioning. It's just you can call it pickup artist stuff, but it's not pickup artist stuff. It's more about just getting out of your comfort zone and just asking girls on the street, you know, for the numbers, or just start chit chatting, whatever. But he told me he started, I don't know, 2 years ago maybe, or 1 year ago, I'm not sure, but he's also into, you know, business. He has his own business, and how the way it changed him, you know, to it doesn't have to be, you know, talking to girls. It's just like getting out of your comfort zone on a daily basis, and it boosts your confidence. It boosts you as a person, and if you feel boosted, then, you know, in every other areas in your life you will benefit, because it's not just, you know, going to a girl. It's actually believing in yourself. What I said before, it's having faith in yourself, doing the things you do.
Yeah, also it's doing something uncomfortable, and then when you do something uncomfortable, you get more confident. You get much more confidence.
And the thing is, guys, is that I want to just share, even though I know this is like a gender neutral podcast, kind of slightly more to the masculine side, but I want to just share that I had a very beautiful talk with some coworkers the other day, and I asked them, you know, when you're in a club and a guy comes to approach you to dance, right? What do you expect from this man? And every single one of them, aside from the gestures they recommended, they said they want a man that knows what he wants. A man that can walk up to a girl, pull out the hand and say, hey, señorita, let's dance. Come, I want to take you for a dance. Come. I want to take you for a dance. Assertiveness, security. They want somebody that they can feel safe with. And they're like, oh, okay, sure, here, take me for the dance. Instead of somebody that comes, would you want to dance? I don't know. Would you like to dance with me? And the girl will be like, I don't know, man. Are you sure you want to dance with me? You seem insecure. And I think that this is a place where a lot of us men out there, we are afraid to go to talk to girls. But dude, it is your duty. It is what they're expecting of you. You're a weak man if you're afraid of it. And I'm talking to myself looking in the camera. You need to share and connect, because as leaders, you know, we need to really learn to express ourselves. And I'm talking in the spirit of my dad that I have the challenge with, spirit of myself, also learning to love myself and my masculinity. And I really feel that there's a lot of beautiful relationships, better, more loving relationships that can come to play. Because again, a guy and a girl together in better harmony also equals better children, a better family, better communities, a better world. So I really think that it's just essential that men also understand their role in society, that it's also to walk up to the girl and say that you like her, and don't just try to send messages with your brain. Dude, you're not the Anunnaki. You're the creation of the Anunnakis. You're an earthly being. You need to speak with your mouth. And maybe I sound a bit fired up, guys, but there's a lot of emotion behind this, because I really believe it's beautiful. The message I came to the earth to bring. It's the message I came to the earth to share, to build a community of papis that take care of the señoritas, to give them love, man. We need
I'm going through an all healing process now. You cannot imagine my energy, my mind, bro. I'm having thoughts like all healing.
Oh, while you are getting sober.
And yeah, maybe.
Guys.
And I mean, it's not only
so
me.
how many
people listening?
How many phone numbers, Tom? We're gonna commit to how many phone numbers this Sunday?
No, because now this is not my focus for now. Really, like.
I know.
I understand the concept. Yeah. I understand the concept of doing this, but I know it's not only for picking, like for the girls. It's also for confidence. And I already respect it. It's okay, but me, I start my way, boy. It's like you know I am a silent killer for you, you know. Someone told me this. So. No, but I mean, it's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, as we said, we have timing, and you know, I was with a girl from like 1 month ago, and now it's not what I'm looking for. But I'm not looking for anything. Actually, if I'm looking for something, it will be something serious, not something just to play or so. For now, I'm just working on myself, bro, and I know she will come because now I'm ready for something more serious.
Yeah, I think the key is always about knowing, like being present and knowing what you want, you know, because of course we are guys, and you know the spicy senoritas are out there and they are beautiful, and yeah, I don't want to say too much to this, but yeah, you need to know what you want, otherwise your penis will control you, and that's shouldn't be the case, right? So yeah.
Yeah. You know, man, I think there's just a lot of stigmas to it, and about what it is being a man and everything. And I'm going through a phase in my life, and I'm happy that the audience can like experience this as well, where you know I love to unbutton my shirt. I love to show my chest hair. I love to be a bit stinky. I love to be hairy. I'm a man, and I don't need makeup. I don't need to cut my nails. I don't want to be demasculinized. I don't know if this is a word, but I feel that this is kind of where the world is going towards. But I want to stand my ground, and I want to scratch my balls, and I want to smoke a cigarette and a cigar, and that's just me. I'm just being a man and doing me. And some people will like it, some people will love it, some people will hate it, and it's not my problem. You're just really like finding your energy, your vibe, and finding yourself, dude. It's very deep.
Very insane, bro. Yeah. No, it's very deep. And this conversation, we went through like we did like zigzags in many subjects, but it's beautiful. It's also the beauty of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but being a man, it's something that we don't learn about at school, or of course, we're never going to learn this. And even in your family, you don't learn. Because even your dad doesn't tell you how to be a man. You learn it only from the movies, or only from the what you see outside, from the culture, the movies, the books, yeah, or the people around. And I think it's especially now, as you say, the image of a man is distorted. No, it's like distorted. Because the superheroes, they are maybe not feminized, like or demasculinized. I don't know if you can say it like this, but they are more teenagers. I can see. Let's say you know, Spiderman is my favorite one, but like in the old ones, like the Spiderman, okay, I liked the character because he was a bit older. Even though he looked a bit feminine, like to be honest. But maybe it's the character of Spider-Man. But now the new Spider-Man, Tom Holland, I love the Tom Holland actor. Boy, I love him. But he looks like a teenager in the thing, and you cannot really connect. He doesn't look as a man, you know. He doesn't look real.
Well, I actually want to share something because it's really something really close to my heart, and it's also really well, I don't know, it's personal. But you know, you guys know me. I'm a short guy. I'm like 160 centimeters. So I'm a short guy. And I also had a lot of beliefs in the past, but those are gone now. But the thing is, you know, men, like girls in general, girls like tall men because that's how they feel safe. If you are a big, tall man, girls tend to feel safer. But the thing is, like I said, I had a lot of beliefs around this, and I also felt less of a man because of my size, right? Because I was short, and it happened a lot of times to me though that, you know, I don't know, if you look at me in real life, I'm 34. I don't know what you think how old I am, but I tend to be perceived as someone younger. And you know, I'm a filmmaker. A lot of times happened. I walked into the room and there was like this person is like, you know, who are you? Like, who are you? Where are your parents? Kind of like this. And I'm like, I'm actually the video guy. I'm gonna be filming. It's like, oh, so a lot of times it happened to me that I wasn't perceived as a man, as a grown-up man, based on my size. And it really got to me at some point. But like I said, now I'm over it. Yeah, it's actually funny a lot of times. It's actually funny, especially when it comes to dating or just in general, you know, because people look at me and they meet me and then I start talking about a lot of stuff, you know, and they are like, wow, you know, they get surprised. But yeah, so I think because this is a Papis podcast, being a masculine person, you mentioned these traits before, like how you like show your chest and be hairy and stink and whatever. I think that's not a man. I mean, it has nothing to do with a man, right? Girls like to show chest too, in other way, whatever. But I think being a man is more something really deep.
Girls like to be airy also now.
Or stink. No, but being a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Human, it's something really deep. It's not just these traits, the look, or yeah, I think it's just something really deep. And for me, what it really means a man, because men tend to be more rational and then emotional, and I think a man who's able to show weakness, vulnerability, emotions, and keep his heart open, even when you get heartbroken, and not to let your emotions carry you away, or your penis carry you away. That's what it means for me to be a man, to be present, to be aware, to be in control and control your emotions, of course. But of course, like listening to what you said, it's also like there are like these outside factors, how a man should look. But in my understanding, that has nothing to do with a man. It's something super deep.
Yeah, it's very deep.
Yeah, this is why, again, I think we talked about good Papi and bad Papi, and I think there is the more spiritual or like ethical part of being a man. But what I also really am obsessed with, guys, is the biological standpoint of what it means to be a man. And let's look at attraction from a biological standpoint, and how women are attracted to men through biology, and what they're looking for and when they see the physical body and the traits or the behaviors, and what this means from more a deeper psychology of mating. And when it comes to, at the end of the day, we are also animals, just very, very complex animals. And I just really love it, because I just see we reached the topic here, bro, where it's like a bottomless pit. Because who's gonna come here on the show? There can be 100 men come and tell us what it is to be a man, but every single person will have their own truth and their own perspective, and it's just you as a man finding your own sweet spot. Maybe a bit more feminine, maybe a bit more masculine, maybe with a hairy chest, maybe with a shaved chest, whatever it means for you. But it's also just good that you feel comfortable in your skin and where you are. Yeah.
I wanted to say this because I mentioned this friend of mine who is into the pickup game, and a few times we went outside to the beach and we were filming for YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, and we were asking girls, and we always ask spicy topics, like spicy questions. And there was this one time when we asked, like, what do girls find attractive in a man? And it can be anything. It can be looks, it can be a trait, it can be whatever. And I would say 99% of the girls, they said confidence. Like, a man has to be confident. It doesn't matter if you're 160, like me, and have all these fucking shitty beliefs, or like a tall guy. If you are a tall guy and you're not confident, you are probably not attractive. So girls don't find you attractive. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to.
It's very deep. I just want to share something. We have a few minutes left. But yesterday I felt like a real man when I was in the. It was not a club. I went to the D9, to the bar. Nevin knows this bar. It's like a place we can dance also. I went with some friends, and what I mean is, like, I felt like a man there because I was mostly with girls, like with my girlfriend, like, I don't know to say, female friends, and another guy. But what I mean is, like, how clubs are. It's like also the jungle, like it's like you go back to the animal instinct. No, when you go back into this place, it's like you go back into the jungle.
Sure, it is.
And what I saw is, like, I was really feeling as a Papi, because I was the one. I was the one, like, protecting, not protecting, but I felt I was the one in charge of the people, because also I'm old. I am the leader, and also older. Maybe I'm older by age, and I don't know, maybe it's not a reason, but I felt I was the one. I was a big brother, no? Or I was the one that is here to protect. I was the pillar. And I was looking at all the other men, looking at the girls, at my friends and stuff. And I felt like, no, I'm here. I let them do what they want, of course, but first you have to ask me permission, like, in a way, it's maybe stupid, because of course the girls can do what they want. It's not like I'm controlling the friends. But what I mean is, like, when you're in these settings, you have the alpha males, or you have, like, the crocodiles or the predators in the room, And to enter the space, you have to first get the permission from the person. Maybe I'm super direct and it's super.
No, it's really
it
interesting.
can be
No, I
super,
want you to not,
energy.
don't try to justify what you're
Yeah.
saying, Tom.
But
Say
what I
it
mean,
and just
what
say
I
it,
mean is
mean
like when
it.
you go and enter the room, you enter the club, or if you enter my space, or you have to ask me permission if you go enter my space, because I'm the alpha male of this space, or I'm the predator or the one in this space, and you cannot just come around and fuck my girl, you know, my friends. You cannot just come around and push me also with your drunk attitude. What I mean, of course, we are in a bar, and it's like the setting is also not the perfect setting to have this, but I think it is important. And also that's how you get respect from other men, and also that's how you also get respect from the woman.
Yeah.
And I think today, guys, we touched on this topic. I see the time. I know I don't want to cut you off, but I know that this is really what my heart desires to talk about much more, guys. We touched on a deep topic here, and I just want to do one disclaimer, and then Tom, you can finish it up. Men out there, and this is again general message, men out there, do not trust women on advice on how to be a man, because they are conditioned by society to give you a response, but it's not really what they truly want instinctively. So don't trust a woman's advice on how to be a man. All right, I want to share this, and I'm fine with anybody being against it. But the girls are conditioned by society to say, oh, I want a man that respects me. I want a man that behaves. But that is not always what they really want. So just be very wary of that. But Papi, Tom, man, please.
I just wanted to share the last thing, because I really realized this like law of jungle of like you have the alpha males or the predators.
Law of jungle, right?
No, it's really like this. And it's not only, let's say, guys, we are the Papis. We are we are like a mastermind, or we have the Papis group, and we connect. Next day, I don't know, tomorrow we meet with Iman Gadi, or we meet with this kind of guys. You know, what I mean is like it's like, of course, you have always to be respect. You have to, it's like a game. It's like, it is. I don't know how to explain it well. It's like you have to get the respect. You have this seduction also. But as a man, we don't do it with a smile and big eyes, as when we seduce another man, no? When you get friends, you do it by presence and a bit power.
By charisma,
by charisma, to show that you are the man. That's how we do, well, or sometimes how we work. Of course,
I wanna
open our heart and you know, but
throughout the word just dominant. Ooh, I said it. Dominate, to be dominant, to be possessive in a sense, in a positive sense. It's part of being a Papi, guys. To say, this is mine, get the out. This is my area. This is my tribe. These are my people. These are my friends. Go away. Protect. To be able to say, hey, this is mine, and go away. It's also just really deep things that is being looked upon as bad or negative. Oh, you're possessive. Oh, you're aggressive. So just, I love it, because there is special balance somewhere in between this.
Can we share one example, I think, for people to really understand? The example when we went, me and you, in the queue in Bonbon, and this guy wanted to skip our queue. You remember this? Do you want
and
to
I put him in his place, and I said, dude, go back inside. We've been standing here for quite a while, and everybody has to stand in line. What do you think? You know, just I stood my ground there. And the girls,
this was a perfect example of this. People want to skip the line, but instead of saying, yeah, you do what you want, no, I was here, you do the line, and I'm waiting for 1 hour now. You go behind me. You don't try to skip my line, no? And it's not, at the end, you can say it's a stupid problem, but it's about respect. No, it's about respect.
Your boundaries, guys. It's about your boundaries. Yeah, I know. Okay, Flo, you can hit it off, and
yeah, let's just end it. Thank you guys for listening.
This podcast
was really, oh my God, I don't even know how I'm gonna title this, because we talked about everything. But yeah, thank you so much for listening and for tuning in. For all those people,
this is
please
really healing.
subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you can, and support us, and send us your review, ask questions, whatever you feel like doing, share your experiences, and yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, we bless you. Go for it.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.